Hello and welcome to Global Forum for Quality Skills and Entrepreneurship 2023, organized by Business Connect magazine. This is Kajal Rubhal, your host for today, and I'm extremely pleased to welcome my special guest, Mr. Anindya Ghosh.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining us today for this one-on-one interview. And how are you feeling, Mr. Ghosh, firstly?
It's an extreme honor and extremely glad to see all these dignitaries, the leading industries, and the renowned leaders from various industries coming under the same roof and celebrating the success of advancement of Indian industry. So extremely happy. Uh, this is also a special event for us because fairing has been recognized and awarded under two categories of awards. One is for the most advanced automated pharmaceutical company of the year, as well as the best leader of the industry 2023. I'm extremely honored to represent Fairing today and a group of people back home having extremely skills and competence who are working day and night and try for the best to put this particular day into action.
It's really great to know Mr. Ghosh, and let's jump straight into discussing about the company profile and services because I think that our global audience is really curious to know about that.
Sure.
So please go ahead. Okay.
Ferring Pharmaceuticals is a research-driven specialty biopharmaceutical group committed to help people around the world build families and live better lives. Ferring is a leader in reproductive medicines and maternal health and is specialty areas within the gastroenterology and urology. Over one third of our research and development investment goes towards finding innovative treatments in reproductive medicines and maternal health. In 2022, Ferring received two significant US FDA approvals. The first was the first of its kind itself, microbiome-based treatment for the prevention of recurrent Clostriditis difficile infection. In short form, we call it C. difficile infection. And the second one, again, it's first of its own kind, a molecule called adstiladrin, a novel antivirus vector-based gene therapy for the treatment of the adult patients with high-risk, unresponsive, non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. Again, a groundbreaking therapy. On top of it, last year, WHO has granted pre-qualification status to our heat-stable carbitocin for the prevention of postpartum hemorrhages. We call it PPH, that causes approximately 70,000 deaths in a year. The very first woman in the world to receive Ferring's heat-stable carbitocin was here in India 2 years ago.
This is truly remarkable to know, Mr. Ghosh. And now I would like you to, share your views on the changing business environment. And what would you like to make a comment from your side, being a business tycoon yourself? So, what would be your comment on, this topic?
Thank you for asking this most relevant question in today's world. The pandemic, which is hopefully behind us now, has changed a lot of our beliefs during this past 3-4 years. During this period, during the pandemic, we all became aware of the term VUCA world. It has reinstilled the belief that nothing is impossible. Always there are alternative ways to achieve the same goal or objective. But as a humans, our minds are trained such a way that we always focus on the hurdles or the constraints rather than focusing on the path. I guess there lies the true potentials of. Instead, if we start focusing on the path, we would see a lot more potentials. It's pivotal to adapt to the first technological advancement in order to cater better to our patients. I see this as a significant opportunity. As an example, in both of our manufacturing facilities in Ambernath as well as in Hyderabad in India, we have heavily invested in plant automations. I can proudly tell you that our manufacturing operations, materials management, quality compliance checks and governance are highly automated. This increases the reliability and robustness of the processes, which in turn ensures a safe workplace and deliver quality products to our patients in most efficient way. Thank you.
This is really inspiring to know, Mr. Ghosh. And now my question would be what are your USPs? and what are the differentiating factors that makes you stand out in the market? So could you just walk our viewer through this as well?
To answer your question, I can probably address why I'm really proud of being part of Fairing. In businesses, there is a theory called Blue Ocean Strategy, which is summarizing and finding. Thank you for asking this particular question. I can tell you why I'm really proud of being part of Fairing. In businesses, there is a theory called Blue Ocean Strategy, finding uncontested or innovator space. As I had mentioned, Fairing is the first company to get the US FDA approval for its microbiome technology and astiladrin. Both are first of its kind in the therapy area. I can proudly tell you that at Fairing, we are strongly driven by philosophy that people comes first. It works in tandem with our great purpose or mission statement, that is building families worldwide and helping people live better lives. All of us working in the company can very well connect to this purpose, and I strongly believe our personal goal and passion are very well matched with Fairing's philosophy and the purpose. And the magic happens when passion meets the purpose. Fairing's reputation is determined not just by its financial performances and the record of the product innovation, but also by our adherence to ethical standards and the contribution we make to the society and our commitment to environment sustainability. Inside the organization, we are all about empowering our people, building and culture to attract the right talents at the right place. The culture at the workplace is often a top-down thing. At Fairing, we are provided with a very open, fearless and trusting environment wherein we are encouraged to try doing things differently. This nurtures and harvests our entrepreneurial skill sets in individuals and thus increases the overall engagement, ownership and accountability.
This is really great to know, Mr. Ghosh, and due to time constraint, we won't be able to ask you more questions, though we want to. But before putting an end to this conversation, we would like you to share your feedback with us, like what are you feeling and what has been your experience attending this forum. Please go ahead.
I feel extremely glad seeing leading companies, renowned business leaders under the one roof coming together for celebrating the success of the fast growing industry in India. This event is definitely a little special one for us, as Fairing is recognized under two categories and is awarded as the most advanced automated pharmaceutical company in India 2023 and one for Business Leader of the Year 2023. I'd like to extend my gratitude and thanks to the organizer of this particular event and bringing us all together to celebrate this particular day.
Okay, so it's time to say bye-bye, and but before putting an end to this conversation, Mr. Ghosh, I would like you to share any kind of a message or anything that you would like to be conveyed to our viewers out there. So please go ahead.
It's indeed an honor for me to represent Fairing and a group of highly dedicated and competent people working with us who every day brings their best to their work and thrive for better workplace and deliver better value to the patients. So thanks to the team back home. This is possible only for their sincere efforts. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your precious time, Mr. Ghosh, and we are looking forward to meet you again in our next hosting out there. So many more success to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you.